Hi, in this podcast episode, Phil and I are going to look at our Q2 of 2025 review and also the 2025 Q3 plan. So you went in the meeting this morning, but Edward presented both. Edward being our ops manager, he did a really good job of it, actually.
Good.
And we felt it was, considering we're having such a quiet period now, and we'd be interested to hear from some of you guys about what the market's doing for you, it was a pretty positive review, I thought.
Yeah. First of all, what's the point in the review?
Good question. And if you're listening to this and you never do reviews, then this is probably the bit that you need to listen to, because I think they're really important to review and plan. So you're looking, it's kind of like past, present, future, isn't it? We do the same in our team meetings every week. So what's gone on in the period of time that we haven't met, and then what's happening today, like the weed stuff, really, the actual stuff that's, I don't know, like the movers and shakers in the office at that time, people and properties. And then what's going to happen in the future. So looking forward to the next week or beyond. So we do the same with a quarter and we do the same with a year. And we've been doing this now for about 6 years, maybe, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
It took us a while to get into it. We've covered planning on this podcast at least 2 or 3 times, so we'll link to some of the planning episodes in the notes. That's not what this is about. Really, this is just to share with you our review and plans, and then to for you to have a think about what your review and plans could look like. So we're recording this at the beginning of July, the very beginning of July 2025. The nights are drawing in. We've already had the longest day of the year. And you're already looking forward to some amazing holidays, aren't you?
Yes.
You've got some good ones coming up. So that's kind of like a forward planning for Phil and family.
If you had to describe Q2 in a couple of sentences, what would you say?
For Ashdown Jones?
Just for how you feel.
Bitty.
Would you?
Yeah, but I think that's probably down to team changes. Yeah.
Bitty in what sense?
Well, a bit of lack of progress. Like just when you make a plan and you try and do something and then something else gets in the way, an obstacle or a person or it's not worked out how we wanted it to work out. So I think some quarters you can look at and think, oh, we made loads of progress, but this hasn't been that kind of quarter. It's been a standing still kind of quarter and a bit of frustration.
To me, it's felt like a quarter where it's been constant hits.
Does it? Like you feel like you've been pummeled?
Battered.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely battered.
Oh, I'll have to have a word with Molly about that.
And I'd prefer that, I think. And I've probably said in the podcast before that I usually work in threes, where I think if one bad thing happens, 2 more will come. And I understand that that's quite a negative.
Well, it's also a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, maybe. But then also, if you think about it, only 3 bad things can happen, and then you're in the clear for a bit.
So, definitely not look like that.
You can look at it the other way.
Mine just going ones.
But this time they've been going in ones, but constant, consistent ones. Every time you go, that's probably it. Something else will happen, and because the market's been so slow this quarter, I haven't been having any of the other side. There's been no. Yes, we sold 3 this week. We sold 5 this week. We sold. I mean, from a listings point of view, I guess that's been good, but that doesn't really excite me anymore. So
yeah, because listings are kind of
expected.
Yeah, because Tom's doing a great job, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I think what's happened, though, over the last quarter, from my observation as your business partner and mother-in-law, is that if personal stuff is going really, really well, then you can take a knock at work. And if personal stuff isn't going so well, then you need business stuff to be going well. But recently it's been knocks on both sides, hasn't it? And it's only really been, sounds awful, doesn't it? It's been the house buying and selling process for you. It's just been a bit stressful, and you've changed your mind about a house you were going to buy and then had an offer rejected on one you did want to buy. So it's just been that you're not in a certain situation at the moment.
No.
And that's difficult for you and Molly to kind of be in that limbo situation. If only we had some beautiful houses for you to buy. But even that's been problematic, hasn't it? Do you want to share with the listeners about that one?
Yeah, so there was a home that I think Hannah valued in like August of last year. At 750, and
Renault project.
it's purely Renault. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting inside, but quite a nice area. And it got reduced to offers over 650 in January, and since then they've had offers of 400, 500, 510. And I went and had a quick look at it and thought I could probably spend 100, 200,000 on this and make some decent money in a short period of time. So I rang him up and said, look, obviously I have inside information here. I've had no involvement.
It's listed with us.
It was listed with us, yeah. I've had no involvement in the sale. It's the first time I've actually looked at it. I can see you've had offered to 5 and 510. The team were telling me, which in hindsight was wrong information, that he would probably take an offer of 530, 540. There must have been an indication of that the 510 was close or within the ballpark. In fact, the guy who offered the 510 then went and put his house on the market, so it must have been, the indication must have been fairly positive. Anyway, he said, yeah, you put an offer forward as long as it's not a ridiculous offer. So to me, a ridiculous offer would have been back at the 5s or something
Well,
like that.
he had an offer of 4
against
750.
So we offered 535 and I'd have gone to 550. And I can totally understand where he's coming from, but he went mad and said the only way you can not have consequences from this is by offering 750, as if I was going to do that. So I offered 550, and again he went berserk. But so we lost that listing.
You did go to the ombudsman.
But I did go to the ombudsman and ask them.
Yeah.
Although they are absolutely useless. What do we pay them for? I rang them and he was quite helpful on the phone and said, look, I can't see any problem with what you're doing. Put it in writing, and we'll put that in writing to you. Still waiting. If someone makes a complaint against you, they're all over you. Mm. But as soon as you need their help, disappear. Useless.
So that didn't go ahead.
No, and while all this was kicking off, another person came in and offered 600.
He probably thought it was me.
So then, then he was like emailing me saying, my thoughts about you have now been confirmed. I was like, mate, I've got nothing to do with this at all. I was just trying to help you and hopefully help me. And it's cool if you don't want to accept my offer. That is absolutely fine.
So beware if you think about offering on a house that you or one of your staff members has valued, because it can only get bad, can't it? It's very problematic for both parties. Yeah,
saying that, we have bought one of our vendors' house before for fairly cheap, and he was all over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it can work. I think it was a family home, that wasn't it? That's probably part of the emotional pull for that one.
Which one?
The one that we were just talking about, the offer the 540
no.
or 550. I think it was an old family home. Anyway, we'll move on. Otherwise, we could make this whole episode about you and your abortive purchases. There's been a couple more as well that you've tried and we haven't got through, for either you and your family or for me and you as a Renault project.
Yeah.
So we've just been a bit thwarted recently. We need something positive, don't we?
I just need to go on holiday for a bit again.
We just need to have an offer accepted, I think.
Anyway.
Yeah. So that wasn't in the Q2 review. But it's in your Q2 review, which I think is important. So what happened in Q2? Oh, so we were talking about reviewing, weren't we? We were talking about the fact that when you review, what does that do? What does it do for you and for your team? So if you've got a team, it makes sure they've got clarity and transparency and they know where they are and they can see milestones hit or not hit and what to do about that. And for you personally, it gives you a chance to reflect on the last quarter. So that what we do is we have something called the 6 strategic thinking questions, which we have been given from the lovely Nick James and his Seriously Fun Business, who is our business coach. And he's been using it for a number of years as well. And basically it's a SWOT analysis, which is, as I'm sure you know if you're listening to this, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, but with 2 more added onto it, which is basically wins and learnings or wins and lessons. So we use that with our team. Everybody gets that to fill in, and we give them about 45 minutes to an hour to fill that in with everybody together. and as part of our team meeting, and we give them some guidance on it. And then Edward and Hannah, who are our kind of management team, they're the ones that give us what we consider to be high level thinking, which helps us move the strategic needle. So a new team member is only ever going to put, I don't know, quite low level things on about, they say, social media, but a team member that's been with us for as long as Hannah has, she will always give us some really good strategic thinking that we can actually use in our plan. So then Phil and I take an offsite and we put together our priorities for the next quarter. Then Edward puts it all together, makes it look beautiful and presents it to the team. So that's where we're up to. So what his slides include are sort of wins and lessons from the last quarter. So the first slide he showed us said direct mail. We sent nearly 5,000 direct mail letters in the last quarter, which is really good. That's above our target. Our target's 12.50 a month.
Yeah, you say it's really good. It's really good if the next thing you're going to say is good.
Well, it's really good in and of itself.
Well, it might not be.
Valuations. Q2 target was 135. Q2 actual was 139.
There you go. It was good then.
It was good. Yeah. I know what you're going to say about the next few slides then. So we did split that into lakes and North Lakes, even though it's a one region for us. Why have we done that? Do you want to explain that?
Because the lakes, South Lakes, we've got really good traction. It's quite easy to generate leads. The North Lakes, we don't have any traction, so it's got a different KPI to put a bit of focus on it.
Oh, we're not sending out noms to the North Lakes?
We are now.
That's where I felt that we were lacking, really, because if we're only going to get on the markets, they don't get the noms, they don't get the substance behind the monthlies. Yeah. Okay. So what was interesting is in Q2, the target was 111 for the lakes and 24 for the North Lakes, but the actual was 130 in the lakes.
Instructions, this, yeah.
This is valuations.
Oh, right, okay.
And only 9 in the North Lakes.
Yeah.
So clearly we've got some way to go with that.
Yeah.
Then instructions, target was 43, but we only did 36. So target was 37 plus 6, so lakes and North Lakes, and the actual was 32 and 4. So what Tom's saying is that even though it's harder to get through the door, when he gets there, he feels like he converts better.
Yeah, because they're on the market, most of them. So that's normal in most areas. If you're quite new to the area, it's harder to get vowels, but easier to get instructed.
Yeah, because they've got nothing to lose because they've already tried the main agent.
When they pick up the phone to call you, they're already halfway there.
Yeah, and funny enough, you probably weren't, if you listen to this, the one of those 3 that originally got invited out. So this is your second bite of the cherry where they actually go to agent 4, which makes no sense. They should be going to agent 2. Yeah. It was their second choice, but they don't. They skip and go to agent 4.
They don't.
Because agent 4 is writing to them. Viewings was interesting. So viewings in Q1, we did 232 viewings, but Q2 we did 259. So we were high, but most of those were in the first 2 months, not in May. May was really, in fact, the first 1 month then. So the end of May and the beginning of June was really, really dry.
It was absolutely awesome until Easter. So when was Easter?
Q1. January, February, March.
Easter?
Well, Easter, it falls into Q2, but only by 1 month. So those viewings...
Yeah, so January was terrible. February, March, April, up to Easter was really strong.
So the 259 viewings was very... beginning of the quarter heavy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Because since Easter, it's been difficult to buy a viewing.
And then sales, this is where sales have dropped off really, because the target was 26, but we only did 19.
Yeah.
And we're starting to really feel that now in the last few weeks. Revenue, I won't give you the actual figure, but I will tell you that we've got a shortfall of about 40,000.
Yeah.
On the quarter, but that included the previous shortfall. We'd had a tiny shortfall in Q1
right, as
well.
Yeah, what we need when things like this happen is a couple of the biggies. As soon as we've got like a 7.5, a 5, a 4.5, one of those goes and you've caught up immediately.
So some things to note, thank you Edward, is the average agreed sales price year to date is only 846,000. So that's low, isn't it, compared to our stock?
It's lower than our calculations for average fee.
So our average fee is 12,587, so nearly 13,000, which is really low.
Yeah.
So what I've said to Tom is that he needs to talk to you about how he's pursuing the lower end of the market, because if that's going to sell, then he could go in quite aggressively with valuations there and hopefully convert higher. The listed properties fees at the moment, the average is 21,000 nearly. So our listed properties on average would bring us in a fee of 21,000, whereas the actual sales have been only 13,000 in fees. And that shows you the disparity between the two, doesn't it? We lost 5 sales in Q2. That's not withdrawals, is it? That's actual sales falling through, like buyers pulling out.
Yeah, probably. And I think
56,000.
one of those was 2 of those the same house.
2 of those are the same house.
Or if not 3 of those.
And that one has also got 2 viewings on it as well.
Yeah.
Also, we've got a really big one that we're really hoping for something on, and we had 2 investors after it. But get this, it's I won't say which one it is, but
I know which one it is.
How much is it on the market for?
2.75.
No, it's much higher. No, it's like 6.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. So, did you know that a lady from Ireland was wanting to buy it?
Yeah.
Do you know how much the stamp duty was from Ireland?
Yeah.
Well, how much was it?
Was it like $500,000? $1 million?
1 million.
1
million. And she just couldn't make it work.
Yeah.
Why is stamp duty so high for an overseas buyer?
Why not offer 5?
Well, that's what they've tried to get her to do, but she said she still couldn't make it work.
Yeah.
Probably because she needed to borrow and she couldn't borrow the 1.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. £1 million in stamp duty. I tell you what, we're keeping this government afloat. Anyway. We completed and banked 17 homes in Q2. We're looking at cost cutting at the moment. It's a good time when revenue is short to look at costs.
It's nothing to do with revenue.
It's a good time anyway.
It's a good time always.
Yeah.
Even if your revenue is good, you should still do it.
I agree, but when revenue is good, that's when most people don't look at it. They take their eye off the ball.
Exactly.
It's easy to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you put in that revenue into a leaky bucket.
Yeah.
I mean, you found a magazine we'd subscribed to.
I didn't find it. Edward found it. A flipping magazine, Property Network magazine. So $23.95 a month.
Where is it? Where is this magazine?
Well, apparently it's on the shelf outside, but he was blaming me, saying I asked him to get it. Anyone that knows me, anyone that's met me for longer than 10 minutes would know that I would never, ever...
You've never even bought a magazine in your life, have you? Never mind subscribe to one.
No.
No, but that's the kind of thing that you find.
£24 for a magazine. What is in that magazine?
It's nearly £1 a day. It's like 80p a day for a magazine.
Yeah. There's loads of other things that we went through in Mastermind, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had I think there was a headline slide where we saved 20k so far. 20k annually so far.
It's about that.
Just by looking at those figures again and just really interrogating them. What's in store for 2023? So
2023?
No, Q3. 2025, sorry. To achieve and exceed, I'm trying to look at this on my phone, which is a bit hard because I need the laptop for the recording. AJ branding fully integrated. It's only been going on for the last 8 years.
Yeah, we got a new brand made probably, a year ago? But you weren't 100% sure on it, so
no,
sort of sat on it.
Yeah, but it's okay now. I've got a meeting with her tomorrow about it.
Today, I think. It might, no, you're right. Sorry.
It's either today or tomorrow for Lucy to push forward on it. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't the original thing that I saw, that it was much more than that. Because I think the thing with the brand is it's got to carry several different assets. It's got to look good on a key ring. It's got to look good on a bag. It's got to look good on whatever, at the front of a brochure, a client handbook. It's got to be transferable, and it was just very boring. It was very boring.
Because I designed it.
Yeah, that's why.
You want to add flowers and...
Yeah, but I designed our original one, which has taken us
Princesses.
8 years. 8 years. Which I designed on a PowerPoint. I remember actually doing it. Me and you sat in my living room. Do you remember?
In Amberwell, I remember it.
We went, that'll do.
Yeah.
We'll use that. It'll only have to do for now. We're bound to get another one. And then we didn't for 8 years. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, our website's embarrassing as well.
I think the website's okay. It just needs updating. It doesn't need replacing.
We put into ChatGPT the other day, something like, is Ashdown Jones the best agent in the Lakes? And it gave...
For selling unique homes.
And it gave... like pros and cons, and one of the cons was outdated websites.
Cheeky gits, honestly. Have they seen our competitors' websites? Outrageous. Cost reductions, AJ branding fully integrated, I've already said that. New revenue streams, do you want to speak to that?
We've been pretty sloppy on new revenue streams and taking commission on different things. And so again, at Mastermind, we all went through everything that people get from all the suppliers, and we think we can add about £1,000 to each sale. which is
Well,
pretty decent.
Edward said that, yeah, that's really good per sale. That's amazing. Edward said that we've already banked £1,000 from one of our surveyors already, which is really good, isn't it?
It's just interesting to see what other people get, because you sort of know the limits. So we had a quick catch up before this podcast, and he's spoken to some people, and he said to me, "You're going to be annoyed." I was like, "Oh, they're pushing back," and he said, "They've all just said yeah." Straight away.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. One said, "How much do you want?"
Yeah, no.
I was going to add it onto the fee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some easy wins, aren't they? So yeah, we're definitely pushing back on. I mean, in fairness, in the first few years we were open, probably about year 3, we came up with the idea of the AJ directory, which was going to be a referral scheme for us for services used by our buyers and sellers. But we were thinking more about home renovations, weren't we?
Yeah.
Not professional services. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to hear from you guys. And the last one on the list is property development, acquisition, those kind of things. So without spilling the beans too much, because we never know who's going to listen to this podcast, we're looking at various different developments. So not just residential property acquisitions, which is what Phil's been focusing on the last year and a bit. And we've done really well on that, actually. We've got a portfolio of about 1.5 that's got in excess of 750,000 equity in it already. So we're refinancing and moving on that constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's way more profitable than agency can ever be. So every time we come, this is the benefit of planning. Again, every time we come to planning, we're like, well, we could do this or this or this, or we can just buy properties.
Even if we flipped a property and stuck £50,000 in the bank, it's still easier than doing a lot of things that we do. Yeah,
because the method we have of purchasing is about 60k, an average of 60k profit per purchase. So even if we needed quick cash.
And it's self-funding now.
Yeah, pretty much is, yeah. It just takes a while to get the money back out. It takes about 9 months, but
there's ways that we deal with that.
Yeah.
That shortfall. And it's something we teach in Mastermind, how we do our acquisitions.
I was finally talking to Michael about it this morning.
Mortimer?
Yeah. I did tell him to do it about a year ago, but...
Oh, really? He is doing a reno, but he's just doing it on his own one renovation, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so group Q3 targets is valuations 110 for the quarter.
Yeah, so if you remember the figure of last time, that's less than Q2. We do that because the data we have from the last 3 or 4 years suggests that it's harder to get vals in Q3. And
but it remains to be seen, doesn't it? Because vals are really strong at the moment.
Ridiculous vals at the moment.
I mean, Tom's diary, he put a screenshot up of Tom's diary and it is ridiculous. It's like 3-4 vals a day.
It's at least minimum of 3 a day, yeah. And for some of you might think that's not many, but when they're, an average fee of 21,000, that's quite a lot.
Which, what's that? 1.3 million or something. Isn't it? 1.3 million.
In what?
In the cost of the value of the house. For a 20 grand fee.
For 130.
Yeah, 1.3 million is a fee of 20 grand. You don't need to check my maths, it's okay.
100 and how many?
It's 1.3 million value of a house.
Yeah.
Times 1.5% is about 20k.
Oh, I didn't think you were doing that. But what I'm going to do is 120 vals is target.
110.
110 times 21,000. So the possibility that Tom can earn us from that is 2.3 million this quarter.
Oh, how does he convert?
So no pressure.
Percentage-wise?
Half? It'll be about 50% of those. Yeah.
So it's £1 million.
So 1.15 million.
So all we need to do is list them all, sell them all.
Listing's not the problem, it's the flipping selling of them.
Look, we're recording this in July 2025.
Yeah, there are signs.
Things will change.
Things are picking up.
What signs?
There's more viewings in.
Are there?
Yeah.
I've asked Abby to come up with a graph of viewings, so it'd be interested to see those. Yeah. If I get them in time to post on the notes, I will do. Or just send me a message and I'll send them to you if you're interested in seeing our viewings. How they change. 28 sales is our target.
Yeah, so that
Sorry, 40 instructions, I should say. Valuations 110, 40 instructions, 28 sales.
So the 28 sales will take into consideration that we're 7 down
Yes, it does.
from previous quarter.
Yes, exactly right, because the sales previously was supposed to be 21, but we didn't hit it, so we've added those 7 back onto it again.
I think I'd have added maybe 5 and then 2 in the last quarter or something like that.
And the banked revenue for the quarter target is 300, which is a solid target, isn't it? 100 grand a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's probably it. So our priorities that me and Phil have set, these have been split out quite a lot in this, so it's not like big, strong priorities. But recruitment, training and retention is back on the agenda again, because we've had some staff changes recently and we continue to have staff challenges. And the trouble is with new young staff is that you're never quite up to speed again. So we've had somebody leave that's been here for 2 years, and that's a hard person to replace. You're trying to get 2 years of experience in somebody who's just started.
Yeah.
But we've got some good contenders. We've put out a job offer this week that's been accepted, and we've got a new lady who's doing really, really well. Up-level VIP buyers club and send-outs. What was that? Because Abby's worked on that, and she said it's.
I've had
really
nothing
good.
to do with it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we've kind of refreshed the whole VIP journey.
I think they've sent out a landing page to them all, for them to, like an opt-in form to update all the details.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so the challenge we had there was we started the VIP buyers club back in COVID times when we had no stock and people were desperate to register and get a phone call or something. And so what we did was we put like a VIP, like a preview process in for these ready, willing and able buyers that would allow us to send out minimal information before the property came to market, so that they would feel like they had sort of a like early bird access to it. And it also gave us a bit of a steer on the price when really prices were just going through the roof. So we'd put a property on for $1 million and we'd instantly get interest at 1.2. So it gave us a bit of a steerage on that, didn't it? Now it's much more for getting the buyers to actually come and view something. So we've got now an updated buyers list that are VIPs and an updated process to make it a bit more, we've got their details a bit more correct than we did have. We've got rid of the buyers that aren't buyers anymore, and B, it allows them to have a better experience with us. More VAs and improved management. So we're looking at complementing Lucy's offering, Lucy's, processes with a VA, or some help from a virtual assistant or AI or both. She's our lead designer, and at the moment, obviously because we've got so many properties coming to market, she's a bit of a machine, and so we're looking to try and alleviate that a little bit and make her job a little bit more interesting and make sure we've got bespoke brochures, not just templated brochures. Team performance and development is on that. Improve social media posting. I think we've been really lax at that recently. I think we need to go back to that.
Yep.
Referral schemes and new income. Brand Bible finalised and integrated. Greater use of AI across the group and increased AJ property portfolio. They're the kind of main projects for the quarter. Anything else? Any other thoughts?
How many holidays can you fit in a quarter?
Well, depends on who you're asking. For you, I think quite a few. Although everybody should have a heads up about when Edward goes on holiday, because we always have a heat wave. And I didn't realise he puts in his holidays every 2 months on the same day, same week of the month each time.
No, either.
Yeah. So we just need to know when he's next going on holiday, so everybody can take their holidays and get some sun cream in. After every bad quarter, and we've had some bad quarters, haven't we, where it's been really challenging, like staff, money, just lack of momentum, lack of forward progress. We've always had a good quarter, haven't we?
Have we?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember having these conversations last February, and then we had a really good quarter.
Well, I'm just looking at my crystal ball.
Good.
They all feel quite good to me, and I'm not just being blasé about it. I just think that you've got to look at the bigger picture, haven't you? And that's hard at the time. But even like losing a purchase, personally, you look back at this and it'll be nothing, it'll just be a little blip. Whereas at the time, it feels absolutely gut-wrenching. I mean, I'll give you an example of that. About 4 weeks ago, me, you and Edward and Hannah sat down in the boardroom, had a management meeting and put down every team member we'd ever had on that boardroom, on the board. And most of them we couldn't even remember. That's how little it'll matter in the future. So I think when you're looking back, I mean, you've never written a diary, have you?
No.
Well, all girls write diaries. I say that, maybe that's not true in 2025. It was definitely true of me. I look back at my angst as a 13, 14, 15-year-old in those diaries, and I think, what was I worried about? You know, I'd be absolutely gutted if I couldn't, like, buy a new skirt, or my band didn't make it to number one, or if I couldn't wash my hair before school. I mean, these things were massive things for me. And now I look back and laugh at my former self. And this will be you in the future.
Yep, I know. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to that, looking back.
And I always remind you as well that back in 2020, we didn't even know if we were going to have a business by the end of that year. I walked into the co-op this morning thinking 4 or 5 years ago I would have had to grab a mask out of my pocket to even walk into a shop. It's strange to think about that now, isn't it? Things move so fast. And I suppose just to bring it back full circle, that's why we do these reviews. Because looking back on them over the last few years is really interesting, of what was painful at the time and what was really enjoyable at the time is just now a blip in the past.
True. Doesn't help me in the moment.
It should help you to see the bigger picture.
Yeah, a few sales will help me see the bigger picture.
Okay. You're only one sale away from misery, aren't you?
One fall through away from crying.
So if you're listening to this and you feel like Phil, then yeah, you have Phil's sympathy, but probably not mine.
You probably don't have my sympathy, to be honest.
You haven't got enough sympathy to go around.
No.
No. And will it spoil your holidays, or will you be able to enjoy your holidays?
Depends.
But listen, we've been here before with no money in the bank, and we've got money in the bank now.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
And it's part of your ego-led personality that grows the business aggressively, but then suffers when it doesn't.
I've said this before, though, as well, that it's a funny industry. Saying to Mo yesterday that we know some people that have got businesses that are hundreds of millions of dollars, and he can go and sell what he sells, and instantly cash improves in the business. In this industry, we don't even have much capacity to bring in more instructions. So I can't, it's pointless me going out and getting instructions. And then even if I did, you're talking 6 months for it to, best case scenario, to realise in the bank. So it's a funny industry. But at the other side of that, we could sell 10 tomorrow, and you know the pipeline absolutely flies up.
And it does seem to be a domino effect. Like when it goes really quiet, everybody goes quiet.
Yeah.
And then when it goes busy, we seem to sell properties that, you know, we didn't think we could sell, or that had been on the market for a long time. Yeah, it continues to surprise us. You just get a good market back.
Yes.
October's always been a good month for us.
It has. My challenge is that July and August never are. So maybe this year.
Maybe not never. I'm going to get Abby to look back the last few years and just see.
Well, yeah, let's finish this on some sort of positive note. Football's back soon.
What is the positivity then, Phil? What's the lesson?
Football's back soon.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it. It's a long old summer
For football.
without football.
Well, that's not even true. There wasn't
amount of time.
I was at a tournament all day Sunday. How is that not football? What's that about?
Like an under-14s kids tournament?
Yeah.
No.
Do adults not play those tournaments?
No.
That's sad.
Adults. I'm talking about proper football.
Oh, like on telly football?
Yeah, or in-person professional football.
Are there no matches on at the moment?
No.
What's this then now? What do they do? Just rest?
Actually, the women's Euros coming up. Will you be watching that?
No.
No, same.
No, but I wouldn't watch the Euros, I don't think. Actually, I have watched the Euros before. When's the next World Cup? Because I like those.
It's in America next year.
It's in America? Our World Cup? Is it not ours? Did we not invent the World Cup?
No.
I feel like we should have done.
No.
Did England not invent the World Cup?
I don't know who invented the World Cup, but it's certainly not ours.
I do feel like it's ours.
We've won it once.
Yeah. 1966. Okay. I'd love to say I can remember it, but I can't.
Yeah. In America next year. That's why I pushed. We were going to go to the US for 4 weeks, but I pushed it back so I don't miss the World Cup.
Where is it?
Which it's in Florida. Which,
Oh, gosh.
Well, no, it's all over the country. But some matches are in Miami, and I thought if I'm over there, Molly's wanting to go to Disney World, and England are playing an hour away, so
That would be good.
no, it wouldn't be good.
It wouldn't be good.
No.
Okay.
So I'll fly out the day after the final. I'm hoping we win it, and then I get to fly out.
Okay. Last time you went to see it, didn't you? It was during COVID. You went to see it. That was the Euros, was it? What, in Wembley?
Yeah, at Wembley, yeah.
And everybody got COVID, including you.
The final, I got COVID, yeah.
And you gave it to me.
Yep. You're welcome. Shouldn't be so close to me.
Right, I think we should leave it there because we haven't really
ended
wrapped
10
it
minutes
up.
ago, really.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. So if we'd love to hear your review of Q2, and your forward plans for Q4 and
Would we?
the Q3 even. I'm getting our Qs mixed up now. P's and Q's, and yeah, we look forward to the next review. See how that goes. We should start doing these every quarter, like reporting on them, so people could know that there's an end to the story and you actually are happy again.